Oh, this isn't a bad bit of sun for my backlit back to the sun bedroom, is it? It's almost bright enough for me to release the 3 Hangman Adam Page unboxing video I've been meaning to do for 2 years now. Over 2 years now. Probably won't do that today though. But what we are going to do is another wrestling action figure mail opening video. In fact, it's not just wrestling action figures, we've got a different thing here as well. And we're just going to get these open and pop these up on the store. First of all, we've got some Lego. This is for me. I recently came across this set on Vinted. It's one of the Lego polybags. I guess I wasn't around when it was a thing. I guess I didn't hear about it. But yeah, saw it on Vinted and I thought it was the cutest little thing. And then I ended up actually coming across it on eBay shortly after on bid. And I got this for, I want to say £4 or £5. And it is a Lego AAT polybag. I love my Star Wars Lego. And this is just the cutest little thing. I think with a lot of Lego sets, when they make it smaller, when it's like a smaller version of whatever it is, I think they can look a bit disappointing. But this is adorable. It's so cute. I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't the only one of these that I buy. Indulged my Lego Star Wars side a little bit there. That's been sat waiting to be open for a while, so I thought I'd get that open. And look, the sun's going in already. Knew I shouldn't have trusted it. Next up we have a small wrestling figure bundle, which as I mentioned before, I'm struggling to get these in at the moment, but we do have a huge bundle downstairs, which will be the next mail opening video, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good bundle. We got it for a good price, and this is some stuff to keep, some stuff to sell, some stuff going straight in the store. And if you'd like to check out my store, if you see anything in the video you're interested in, or you just like to check it out in general, then the link is in the description. I really do appreciate and encourage your patronism? Patronage, that's the one. We've got some, Ultimate Edition Charlotte Flairs, Rocky Maivia pop figures, Spawn Lord Coven action figures, a load of loose figures, cool stuff like that. A couple of things from my own collection that I've changed my mind on. We've got 3 assorted sitting Santas. 3 assorted sitting Santas, 3 assorted sitting Santas, 3 assorted sitting Santas. This is a small bundle, and it's a weird bundle as well. There's not a lot of money in it, nothing like that, but, again, we've been struggling to get them in, and there is some bits that were worth getting for myself. I think this is another case where I stuck the minimum bid on, no one else bid, so we got it. So first of all, we have a trash can. Freddy! Now we have to wait for the sun to come out again. Ah, screw it. Already lost interest in that gimmick. Where did I just put that? Is this it? Yeah. Put it back in the box, I suppose. This lighting's a bit different, isn't it? This is the new floodlight. I don't think I like it. Why don't you tell me? So first of all, we've got a Jakks Pacific trash can, but it's the kind with like the black lining, like the kind of wash effect on it. So it's actually not sticky, unlike every other Jakks trash can in existence. So that's nice, because nobody wants Jakks rubber anywhere on this planet, actually, to be quite honest. We've got a old style WWF Championship. I always thought this was an interesting belt, because I just don't think it looked anything like the Gold Eagle belt. Especially once Jakks did the Gold Eagle belt, and you were like, yeah, it doesn't look anything like that, does it? We've got another one. Blue belt this time. Blue strap. Oh no, the first one was blue strap as well. Both blue strap. A hardcore championship. Maybe worth a small sale to someone that wants a hardcore title but missed out on Viscera. We've got part of a WCW guitar. Just the neck. Packaging materials. We got... Oh, this is like Christmas. We got... this is one to keep. We've got a Jakks Pacific sink. Now, long-term viewers of the channel will be aware that I love my Jakks Pacific accessories. And I love nothing more so than the weird ones, like a sink, and ones that are like really weird and grimy, like this has the weird kind of color palettes, that green stuff in the drain there, that yellow stuff coming out the taps, the rust coming from the taps, it's just weird, gnarly stuff. Oh, the tap turns. That's crazy. Look at that. Wow. Articulated. We love to see it. Now, I did see one of these in a store in York called Sore Thumbs, but it was like £8. And that is when I stopped looking through their box of figures. Because I thought, if you're charging £8 for a sink, even if you have anything I want, I probably don't want it. Let's see. Oh yes, another one to keep. A bucket. A mop bucket. Caution wet floor. Again, we got the articulation in there. You don't see that too often. Again, these weird, kind of gnarly, grimy Jakks-specific accessories, early Jakks-specific accessories. I love these things. You just don't get things that are as interesting as this anymore. I mean, a lot of the time, especially with Mattel nowadays, you're lucky to even get a weapon with a figure nowadays. I've said for years, I don't even understand how kids would be able to build up a set of like weapons and stuff. The plus side to that is they probably never see it in WWE anymore, so they're probably not that bothered. We've got a crate. Again, another one to keep. Piece of early Jakks. Just randomness. Bit of set dressing in a hardcore match or something. Very, very interesting. I'll put on the screen what price I got all this bundle for. But it's worth it just for these little Jakks accessories that I want to keep, to be honest. But we've also got things like these WCW steps. I've sold these in the past for £8. So we'll be trying to get £8 for it again. And if I recall correctly, which I might not. Oh no, there's another layer. If I recall correctly, there's 2. So yeah, should be. Ah, this one's slightly different. That one's like shiny silver with like a finish, like a paint finish on it. This one's just kind of like silver plastic. Interesting. But yeah, should be hoping to get £8 each for those. That should be pretty good. I think this is a WCW trash can. That'll just go in a weapons bundle. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll just chuck it on the Shopify. Maybe we'll see about selling loose accessories on there. Haven't really thought about that before. And then I think we're finally into the actual figures here. There's not many figures, it's mostly accessories. I should have said that sooner. But we've got a WCW Bam Bam Bigelow. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. Not a lot of money in WCW figures. I'm probably just going to end up bundling that up with the other figure in here. The other WCW figure. Although I have sold this as a broken one of this before. So I guess they can sell. And the Bam Bam's a bit niche, so maybe it'll go. This is a WCW Sting. A lot better condition than the broken one I sold, in fact. And we've got a trigger arm on the back, which, I mean, it doesn't really work. The arms go back a bit. Yeah, the arms just go back. I doubt that's what it's supposed to do. You know, it's better than the handle being broke off like one of these I had before. So that's both of the figures, the Bam Bam and the Sting. And that's the whole bundle. So we've got some belts to sell. We've got some belts to chuck, some steel steps. And, you know, a bin, all kind of things to just move on. WCW bin, WCW guitar neck, you know, just weird bits. And then we have the 3 cool Jakks-specific accessories that I'm going to keep. We'll probably get our money back on the rest of the stuff. Can't remember how much we spent on this, but we'll probably get it back on the stairs. And then maybe a couple of pounds on the other bits. And then, obviously, these bits will have just been for free, which is my favourite price. So, this has been everything for this mail opening, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack on the end of this another one from about a month ago, which I just never got around to editing. I think maybe I thought it wasn't long enough, or maybe I don't know, it just slipped the net a bit. But yeah, might as well tack it on at the end of this one. And as I say, the next video will be a huge mail opening. I think it might be the biggest one I've ever done. Huge bundle of figures going up on the store, so keep an eye out for that. Over to me a month ago for the last part of the video. Well, this parcel's been waiting long enough to be opened. I haven't done a figure video in a good long while. Time to get this one done. Now, it's not completely my fault that this one's taken this long. And I know it's another figure video that's just mail, although people tend to like that. But this one took quite a while to come, considering it was dispatched the next day. And I saw that it was dispatched via Every, so I thought I'd better message the seller to bring it to their attention, because every is very much a kind of next day or not at all kind of operation. But they said they sent it with Royal Mail in the end. It's come from Jersey Post, so I imagine that is probably why it's taken so long. It also had the wrong street name, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, this is a pretty good bundle. It was one where when I won it, I looked back at the price and thought, why did I bid that much? You know, clearly like hadn't been factoring in the postage correctly or something. Sometimes you have blips like that when you're buying things on eBay. You just have like really dumb moments. You have to be very careful. It's part of the reason why I am so cautious, because there are times when I'm not. So the only thing I can really remember about this bundle is that there is a Kelly basic in it, which is a pretty good figure to get. So let's see. Ah yes, that was the other thing as well. We got another classic Superstars Jimmy Snuka. Another when it rains it pours moment. Another time when we haven't seen a figure of him. I haven't had a figure of him the whole time I've been buying bundles and reselling, and my whole figure collecting life really. Now we've had two in a very short space of time. But the other one sold this week for £12 on eBay. So we'll be looking at getting the same amount for him. I'll probably list it for £12.99 again, just in case. Next we have the Kelly basic I mentioned. This looks in very nice condition, as does the one that I already own. So we probably don't need to compare the two of them. You know, the one I already have is probably in better condition. They're both in very good condition, but you know, this kind of feels a bit more janky. They both look cosmetically like they're probably very similar levels. And I can't really remember what you can get for this, but it's surely about a tenner for a basic is pretty good. Next up we have an Elite hidden in here, and it's another figure I already have, which is a Sheamus Elite. This is the Elite Sheamus I have been using in my Fed, and that will be appearing in Fix the World if I ever get round to finishing editing it. Not a bad figure, not a great figure either. Probably like, £5 in postage, which isn't too bad. Like I say, we paid a little bit too much for this bundle. I think it was about £18 in the end. But we've got two Jakks Pacific canes, which means we have two Jakks Pacific canes to get rid of, because the bald ones really aren't worth anything. I'm even having trouble trying to get rid of my 2002 era one that's been listed for a long time. Can't seem to find anyone that'll take any offers or anything on that. But yeah, we've got a Boogeyman with no tassels, but that should sell eventually. Of course, we are trying to veer away from these Jakks figures. We'll probably bundle these up and chuck them on vintage so we can sell them a bit cheaper, try and get rid of them a bit quicker. We have got a Gregory Helms Deluxe Aggression. So in addition to the fact that we're kind of stepping away from Jakks Pacific figures, we are also kind of stepping away from selling figures that I can only sell for very minimal amounts, because I now kind of have to pay for the eBay shop subscription, which means my listings aren't unlimited anymore, or are more limited, I should say. We got a priceless Ted DiBiase Deluxe Aggression as well. Not in the greatest of conditions, but it isn't the greatest of figures either. So, and it isn't the greatest of people either. So, got another Jakks Pacific Triple H with stuff up his back. And I've flown through this video so quickly, this will probably end up getting tacked on the end of or on the start of another one. So that'll be interesting. We got a Jamie Noble. I really like this figure. I think as Jakks figures go, this one is really good. I really rate Jamie Nobles. One of my favourite Jakks figures ever to animate with was the Jamie Noble with the long dark blue trunks. It's a great body for trash fed, if I want to make any kind of deathmatch guys with it, anything like that. So yeah, that's a really cool figure. I'll probably hold on to that one, to be honest with you. Next we've got a Matt Hardy with that head scan. I've always hated that head scan. But the mat itself is a bit different, red and gold, a little bit unconventional, not really what you see every day in a Matt Hardy. And finally, I think we have an indication here that whoever's figures these were, they had their head screwed on, because we have a WWE title around the waist of a Dolph Ziggler basic. Too fucking right. That is exactly what we want. It's just a Jakks WWE title. Don't really know where I stand on these anymore. Again, we have to, pay for listings or or we get so many listings in our shop subscriptions to working out whether it's worth bothering. There's only so much money in jakks, title belts, etc. as well. And the Dolph will definitely go in a bundle. He's a little bit chipped up on the back there. I think the head mold is fine compared to some Dolphs, you know. He definitely isn't a guy that commands an awful lot of money. That is that for the bundle. Like I say, I think I accidentally spent a bit too much on this one because the postage was like £7, so I probably just didn't really register that properly. But we should be able to get that. There we go, that's better. We should be able to get 12 for the Jimmy Snooker, as I say. Hopefully be able to get 10 or so for the Kelly and a couple of pounds for the Mattel Sheamus. Everything else will probably get chucked in a vintage bundle, and we'll see what we can do with that to get a little bit more money out of it. And of course we will keep the Jamie Noble just in case, trash fed purposes. I mean, maybe he'll turn up in trash fed, who knows. It's a project I want to kind of work on more, but of course the shop has sort of taken priority, and the wrestling figure channel has kind of taken a massive backseat, which in fairness it's probably deserved for years, because I've probably put way more focus into it than, you know, other projects which probably demand the time a bit more. But yeah, that's everything for this bundle. So if you enjoyed this one, please do like, comment and subscribe. Check out the mail openings playlist in the end screen, and thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. What is this bit of hair doing? Just stiff, flat. What's that? What's that there?